So I gave you some news that Maricopa County is going to do a second audit, and they're going to use a company based out of California who's owned by a Democrat. And I want to thank my viewers because they got to point out some stuff, and I got to run it to people, my contacts at the audit. And there's only two companies that can do this kind of audit that they want to do. One's run by a corrupt Republican, and this one they did research on, and this man who owns the company that they're going to do the audit with is definitely anti-election shenanigans. I don't want to be taken off YouTube yet. And so I think that's why they're going to go with this guy, because of the research that they did. He seems the better of the two companies. And hey, if he's the better of the two companies and he is for, election integrity, then we want to go with a company like that. So I wanted to give you an update on that. And thank you, viewers, for writing in and giving me your opinions. And I was able to send it to my contacts. What else is going on? Oh, more stuff about Fauci. A lot of stuff on Fauci and things that they were coming up with. One, I saw an article about a defector from China giving certain people in our government information, and then just more Fauci stuff. So I don't think that's anything surprising to my audience when it comes to Fauci stuff. Now, I will tell you this. Our dentist office wanted us to wear masks because I'm taking my kids to the dentist office. And I said, no, I'm not going to. I read the Fauci emails. Fauci even himself said that the masks do not prevent the virus. Now, all it does is prevent like gross droplets, like if I coughed or sneezed. I am not directly over the patient. I was in the medical field at one time. I was a dialysis tech, which meant I hooked up patients to the dialysis machines. I was dealing with blood. And so I had to wear a mask because if I coughed or sneeze, it's going right into, like, I'm poking a hole in their skin. Okay, so I don't want to give them a gross, like, I don't want to sneeze or cough on my patients. Gross. And then we had to wear a shield because in case that blood splattered, because we're going into an artery and a vein, which it often did. And had I not had a face covering, that blood could have gone into my eyes or nose. So that was to protect me from them in case that when we got into the vein, the artery, I was protected from getting anything from them. So that was what that was about. And then we took our masks off as soon as we were done with that patient. They were no longer a good mask. And we were in masks all day. And nursing before COVID-19, nurses were not in masks all day. And then I talked about 2 Stanford studies that show prolonged use of masks cause serious health issues. And I talked about that. And so I said, no. And then I said, in Dr. Fauci's email, they also talked about how this is not affecting children. So why am I wearing a mask when A, in Dr. Fauci's emails, it talks about it not affecting kids. B, the masks don't work to prevent the COVID-19. And a study was shown that prolonged use of masks can cause health issues. So why am I going to wear it? I'm not going to wear it. And then she said, are you vaccinated? And I said, it's none of your business if I'm vaccinated or not, which it's not because I am protected by HIPAA. So she's like, you can choose whether you want to wear a mask or not. And that's my whole thing. Just do what you want to do. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you want to get the vaccine, get the vaccine. It's your choice. I don't care what you choose. But you cannot force something that's not based on science on me. Because everything Dr. Fauci said on TV, him flip-flopping every other day was a new thing, was not based on science. And we find out in Dr. Fauci's emails, like, he had heavy ties to China. As soon as China told him that their people are wearing masks, now suddenly we need to wear masks because their leader in China was telling them to. I want facts. That's what I want. And Dr. Fauci showed nothing, no scientific studies, no science, anything. We're just supposed to believe him at face value. Well, it turns out his face value is not correct. I'm just going to leave it at that. His face value is not correct. So, we're filing the audit in Maricopa County, and it sounds like, other places are picking up. And you have to go to your legislature. You can't go to the judge. Because what happened in Georgia, the judge gave him permission to go look at X number of ballots or whatever. And then now litigation came up. The same people that Perkins Cole, I think. I don't remember the name. did some litigation and it tied it up for 30 days. Okay, so going to the court is not the way to do this. You got to go to the legislature. They have the constitutional authority to look into this. Give them the affidavits. David Jose can teach you about that. Give them the affidavit. Say, we are the boss. This is a constitutional thing. We have permission by the Constitution to look into elections. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to unravel. I hate using the word democracy because it's not the correct word. It's not going to destroy this constitutional republic that we have, because the Constitution gives us permission to look into these matters. The only thing an audit can do is it can only make elections better, not worse. It can only improve loopholes. It can only improve things that we could do better in this area than that area. Or we can find some serious things that are going on that will dramatically improve elections. An audit cannot undermine our country. It can only improve it. And you cannot destroy a country when the Constitution gives you permission to look into such matters, okay? And we have to remember, the people are in control, not the government. We, the people, give permission to the elected to do their job. They are our employees. They use our money so the ballots belong to the people. We paid for that. We paid their salary. We paid for the machines. It's our money, not their money. We have complete control over this. Come on, guys. They're using our money. They are our employees. They are our indentured servants. It's the government for the people, by the people. So just remember that. So that's what's going on in the world right now. To sum it up, is more audits are going on. However, do it the right way. And every state should do an audit. You can only make your elections that much better, especially if you're a red state, so you don't get into the Arizona situation. Pretty soon, you know what? You're going to be purple. And not because people are moving in organically. It's because it's being forced. I can accept organic change. I cannot accept forced change. And then I read an article that not only Facebook gave money to Arizona Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, but they also gave money, I think it was Georgia, or was it Pennsylvania? It was another state. I'm like, I thought that just happened here. So why is Zuckerberg giving money to all these governments, especially the ones in the questionable states? That has to make you go, what happened to the money? What did they do with it? What were they supposed to do with it or not supposed to do? These questions come up. So that was interesting. I saw over the weekend.